Hi everyone. In this 13th episode of the Do-It-Yourself Inspection Series, we're going to talk about flat roofs and how you can inspect your flat roof, walking around looking for penetrations, proper drainage, vents, soft spots, seams, patches, the works. We will also talk about how you should know when it's time to replace your flat roof. Stay tuned.
Flat roofs are always hard, and so we're looking for any kind of evidence of interior staining just to start. So what we're looking at here is a soft. This is a valley designed to drain to the roof system. We've got a lot of sponginess. I don't want to push on it any harder because I'll tear through it. And evidence of previous patches, so we've tried to get all our lifespan out of this. It's spongy all the way back to the drain. When you can step back and look at the roof for a second, you can see the patches, patch, and so evidence of repairs and repair attempts. And so usually a lot of patches is a giveaway of working on it again and again and again, trying to stop the leak. So, but this is a 20-year-old roof. So what we're looking for is just every fold in the roof membrane. So you've got a fold, a seam, a seam, a seam, a seam, a seam, a seam. So this 4 square feet has how many instances of seams and folds in it. So it's just a high focal point for water intrusion. Again, around penetrations, if you can take here's a little metal ruler that I put some tape on the end of it so I can see it, but this pipe sleeve isn't waterproof there. I can stick the ruler right down behind it, so that would allow water to leak into this area. It's just a visual inspection of all these little seams and all these little attachments and pockets and visually checking it out. Another thing that gives concern is dark shaded areas. So see how the roof membrane is darker. When we go over to it, you can actually feel it's soft. It appears that the roof sheathing itself is delaminating a little bit. So why is it? We don't know yet. Here's a good explanation of the two drains. So we have the primary drain in a sump. Now disregard the fact that it's dirty. You can see why we have roof overflow drains. So this is an overflow ring. It's 1 to 2 inches tall. Here's our 1 to 2 inches tall of debris. So if this were to clog and it makes a big puddle up here, once it reaches this level, it'll go into this and drain out. So this is your overflow drain. Typically goes to a pipe that comes through the wall. So water never comes out of that pipe unless your overflow drain is running, and so that's a quick indication that you may have a clogged roof drain. So that's why we do 2 of these. You can see a gap in the sealant. Why? It's the metal is pulled away from the wall. The sealant was attached to the granules on the roofing material and it just pulled away. If you get in close, you can actually see missing roofing material from the sealant. And this is kind of a do your best and caulk the rest sealant joint here. No backer rod, no, it's just a big blob. So this is an interesting repair. This is roofing base sheet versus a top sheet. You can see the texture in it, and you can see the lines to line things up. So it's just a piece of base sheet. This must have been a real temporary repair because we've got reverse lapped flashing here. So this is the uphill water can run right down in versus it's like this versus like this. As long as it's stuck together, it's fine, but here's an open fish mouth. It doesn't have the mineral coating to protect the asphalt. So that's why it's called a base sheet, and it will erode quickly in with UV exposure. A little bit of a blister. Yeah. All your roof runoff is coming into this little spot. There's some evidence of some patching here. You know, we've got a leak here somewhere, so let's put some patching compound. It's actually under the membrane. Here's another patch. Yeah, so similar base sheet type of patch. This has a little bit more of an angle. You see it didn't have a return and a flat spot that we were digging out like the last one. So this really flows, it seems like. That one over there seems like it flows as well, but you start seeing a pattern at the bottom of each one of these. There's patching going on. This facility is trying their hardest to extend, you know, the life of the product as much as they can. And so that's very typical and admirable. To get all your life out of it, you can. But as you look around the roof, you just see it's a patchwork quilt. At some point, you're going to have to bite the bullet and redo this roof system. But then you'll get another 20, 25 years out of it. So the final straws when you're chasing leaks and, you know, got lots of patches and lots of leaks. You'll see the inside of the ceiling tile. There's just lots of ceiling tiles that are brown. There's the facilities guy has buckets and closets to catch all the leaks. And so you just get tired of chasing leaks.
Thanks for watching this episode on roofs. If you find yourself with a leaking roof, or buckets in your living room, or turkey baster pans above your suspended ceiling catching those leaks, text the word diagnose to 31996, and our team will be happy to talk to you and coordinate a roof site inspection. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube for more helpful tips and tricks for condominiums and commercial buildings, and be sure to click that bell icon to be notified every time we put out additional educational content. Thanks for watching.